It's a disease that is directly impacted by your age. Today, why diabetes is growing at an alarming rate, and what you can be doing right now to protect your children or even your grandchildren.
Going green, simple things you can do at home to protect our most precious resource.
Plus, we're going to be giving away tickets to see this man, how you can win tickets to a show and maybe even a meet and greet with Sammy Kershaw.
And we're in the kitchen making a healthy, crustless pumpkin pie. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Life from historic Studio D.
And you know, we're talking about pumpkin pie, and it brings memories of, you know, the nice cool weather in the 40s, 50s, you know, backyard football weather.
Yeah,
it's
in late October.
Yeah. It's 80 degrees. What's up with that?
This whole week it's supposed to be warm. And there's, I'm not sure, it may have turned actually into a hurricane by now out in the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's right.
Sandra. So, Dan Sutterfield keeps us up with all that.
Crazy weather we've had all year, but we will move on with our Halloween celebration, and starting with some of the Halloween pictures that you've been sending in. We want to see your kids dressed up for Halloween, like this one. Take a look at this one. This is Jack the giraffe during an outing at a zoo with the real giraffes. Oh, that's so adorable.
Which one's which?
Which one's which,
okay.
right?
How about Peyton? Well, you may know her as Raggedy Ann.
Oh,
that's cute. That
is cute. And our next picture is of Sharpay, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Oh, really?
No, I'm not going to go with any of those jokes there. Mackenzie, the Doodlebop, and Cole, the Stormtrooper. Look at these guys.
That's adorable.
That's awesome.
I want hair like that. Send your Halloween pictures to comments at delmarvalife.com. I'm sure we're going to be getting more of them as we get closer to Halloween, because I know if you're a last-minute mom like me, you know, buy it the day before.
Well, it's because they change their minds every time. Okay, you want to be, oh, no, you don't want to now. Okay, all right, well, we'll get that figured out. Yeah, so please be sure to get that to us. And once they get
all dressed up
in costume, got someplace for him to go. One of our hot topics this afternoon is a very special children's fantasy trail of jack-o'-lanterns lining a trail featuring characters from children's storybooks as well as fairy tales. They're going to have candy for the trick-or-treaters. It's going to be in Lewis. It's tonight and tomorrow night. Here's the event details so you can see. Tonight and tomorrow night, Cape Henlopen State Park. You can go there 6:30 tonight, a little bit after the show is over, until 8:30, and then tomorrow from 6 to 7:30. Only cost you a $5 bill.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it's not the scary type. It's a real kid-friendly.
It's for little kids.
It's for the little kids. A real kid-friendly environment. There's nothing but cute there. No scary, just cute. No scary, just cute.
That's something I would like.
That would. Yeah.
I don't like scary. I like cute.
Yeah.
You know, as we get closer to Halloween and costumes and all of that, I did not know this, but did you know that it's against the law to sell decorative contact lenses without a prescription? You know what I'm talking about
like
there.
This.
Yeah, you know, like if your kids want to have the freaky green eyes or whatever, if you want to, you know, go Twilight or whatever.
Right, the biggest problem with these is, well, like you said, it's illegal to sell online, costume shops, whatever the case may be. It's illegal, don't buy them, because the problem is when you purchase them without a prescription, in all probability, you are not going to get the right instructions for what to do with contacts, about the right kinds of solutions, how you administer them. Don't share them, et cetera, et cetera. And the point here is it can cause bad things. Now, I'm going to give you a real quick heads up here. We've got a picture that we want to show you, and I'm going to tell you what it is. It's looking at an eye after wearing one of these things at a Halloween thing. If you don't want to see this, I'm just going to tell you now, look the other way because it's not pretty, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. On the left, that's what it looked like with the contact. On the right, that's the next morning.
The day after.
The day after.
Yeah, they got the freaky looking eyes.
And didn't want them, I'll bet.
No, not like that.
So that's what you got to be careful of. So teenagers, young adults are turning out to be the biggest buyers. You may remember when these things first came out. Parents were buying them for their kids.
Yeah, and you know, teenagers go out and buy their own costumes and things like that, and the parents might not know that they're illegal. So another thing that a lot of teenagers, and my kids too, used to do is go out and buy energy drinks. You know, I couldn't I guess, monitor how many energy drinks they were drinking. I told them I didn't want them to drink them because you just don't know the long-term effects and everything, and there's a lot of them out there marketed toward teenagers. Well, they're in the news because the FDA is investigating reports of 5 deaths and one non-fatal heart attack linked to highly caffeinated Monster energy drinks. Yeah, you've seen these on the store shelves. I don't know. It's just a lot. And the pediatrician told me it's not just the caffeine, it's the sugar, and there are other things in there that maybe might not be so good in combination, so just best to stay away from them. But now that we have this investigation by the FDA, I just feel like that's something to pay attention to.
And these particular cases are related directly to Monster.
Right.
But there's other energy drinks too that can cause problems as well. So.
And there's a lawsuit pending right now in the state of California, a wrongful death suit by the parents of a 14-year-old Hagerstown, Maryland girl. That's close to home. She died after drinking 2 24-ounce Monsters beverages in a 24-hour period.
Right.
So.
Zach keeps wanting them. I say no. Why? Because of what's in it.
Yeah.
So
of course, Monster is saying, they're saying
they're not related.
They're not
it's
related.
not our fault.
And the girl, the 14-year-old, had a cardiac arrhythmia she died of a cardiac arrhythmia, but she had an inherited disorder that can weaken blood vessels. So whether the two are related. And another thing, and I don't know, but a lot of kids are on these ADHD medications, which some of them are stimulants anyway.
Right.
So I can't imagine mixing the two
I didn't
would
think
be.
about that.
Yeah. So that's my soapbox.
Okay.
I'm coming down now.
So be a good parent. Be a good parent and watch out for that and limit them as much as you can.
Yeah.
While we're talking about kids, and we had this fight last night. First off, let me lay this groundwork for you. According to the CDC, almost 70% of school-age kids get insufficient sleep, which is less than 8 hours on a school night. That, as you've heard many times over and over again, can leave them chronically sleep deprived because they can't fall asleep early and still get up when they're supposed to the morning of school. We had this fight last night. We got Zach to go to bed early, couldn't get him up this morning.
Yep.
I know he didn't go to sleep last night.
No.
Well, here's the deal. The restricted sleep schedule, by the way, has been linked with everything from depression to behavior problems to poor performance at school, possibly even drug use, automobile accidents down the road as they get older. All this makes sense. But there is a new study from the Lighting Research Center. Now, what we do in the morning, and I think you said you do this too, you give them a warning, I'm going to turn the light on. No, they hate that. So then you think an alternative is, well, I'll tell you what, I'll just raise the blind, I'll give you a little bit of light, or I'll just turn the dimmer switch on the light and give them some dim light. This new research from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute says exposure to, make sure I get this right, morning short wavelength blue light might help get them going in the morning.
Really?
It's a whole chemical thing in the brain that your body produces a cycle of, it's called cortisol. It helps you go to sleep, helps you wake up. And when you're waking up, when you're getting started, you get more cortisol produced, which helps you attack the day, get done what you gotta get done. They're saying this blue light exposure may actually help that. So I'm going to go buy a blue light bulb today. I'm going to buy a dozen blue light bulbs today just to see if it works. Maybe even for me. That might happen.
Yeah, I do that. I give the 5-minute warning, and then if he doesn't get up, flip on the light switch.
And
what gets me is when they do stay up late, they can't fall asleep, and then they complain about how tired they are. Well,
go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
It's that easy.
Look at your blue light bulb. Get started that way. Can we say congratulations real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to say congratulations to the Crisfield girls field hockey team. They won their very first ever title of any kind in girls athletics for Crisfield.
How about
Congratulations.
That? The Crabbers are on fire.
That's the coach right there. Senior Ashlyn Heath's 78th minute double overtime Bayside championship winning goal sent off a wild outburst of emotion. You saw, can we show the coach again real quick? This is the coach here, Coach Emily Larmore. She was the one that got them up to the championship. She was the one that also wound up with the ice cold water down her back.
Oh.
And
good thing it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, that's right. Not a problem in October. But also, she wanted to say, she told this morning's Daily Times, they got it, and I'm really proud of them. They worked really hard for it. So congratulations, girls, not only for the girls team, but any of the girls teams in the girls athletics. So that was great stuff.
I don't know if you were paying attention, but Apple made the announcement today that they are going to make a smaller iPad.
Yeah, the little mini.
I guess a little smaller than the one I have here.
And I think
maybe it's about that size.
About the same size as my Kindle, yeah.
Right. Well, you know, speaking of tablets, mine always comes up missing in the house, and usually I know where to go to find it. My kid, because they love playing. My kid's 14, but I guess younger kids, like 4 and 5 years old, like to play with it. So that's probably why Toys R Us is putting out its first consumer electronics device. It's called the Tabeo tablet, and it looks like that.
They said last month they were going to do it. Lo and behold, they did. They say it's loaded up with 50 different apps that'll keep your little one engaged. And you know what? I was going to look up and see how much that was, and I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be great. It's supposed to stand up to the kind of beating that a child would put it through.
Right.
So
I don't know. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Who needs toys when you have a tablet?
That's right. And you know what they're saying is the little kids are watching the grown-ups and the bigger kids play with iPads and Kindles. They're like, well, I want one.
Yeah, of course.
So
of course they do.
There you go.
Well, going from small to big. No, really. We're going from small to big.
This one's all
The world's biggest bra is being auctioned for breast cancer charity. Of course, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And here it is hanging from the tower, the ITV Tower in London. Look at that. Modeled on a 34B t-shirt bra. It's actually a mega 1,360B that is nearly as big as 2 tennis courts and weighs as much as 1,800 traditional bras.
What's
It's being auctioned on eBay. If you're interested in it. It's part of the Wear Pink Day to Support Breast Cancer campaign. Starting bid, by the way, is only $800.
Which is very reasonable for a bra that. So what am I going to do with it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Find a very big person to wear it? By the way, we were talking about the Tabeo tablet, and you said you looked up the.
Thank you to
Annie.
Annie, who our producer, looked it up real quick. The tablet, there's $150. This is through Toys R Us, by the way, in case you're curious about the Tabeo.
Right. Well, still to come on Delmarva Life, it's a new epidemic targeting teens.
This is a real serious problem.
A diabetes epidemic like we've never seen before. How to make sure your child is not part of this growing, dangerous trend.
A little bit later on, cleaner waterways on Delmarva can start in your backyard. Easy steps to stop pollution, one beautiful garden at a time.
Plus, you know his songs. Now see him in action. Sammy Kershaw is coming to town. How you can get in on all the fun. Delmarva Life at its best here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.